is August and it is Breastfeeding Awareness Month, and this morning we're bringing attention to a barrier many moms face when it comes to being able to nurse their children. The American Academy of Pediatrics recommends exclusively breastfeeding for the first 6 months, but the CDC explains lack of workplace support is the #1 reason moms don't meet their breastfeeding goals. And now a mother who felt forced to stop breastfeeding sooner than she planned is on a mission to make sure other moms have the support they need to make the choice that best fits their lifestyle. Former litigator and founder of Series Chill, Lisa Myers, joining us in the studio. Thanks for being here.
Taylor, I can't thank you enough. It's a really big deal to me, and I think for other moms and families.
Oh, yeah.
So you mentioned it's World Breastfeeding Week and National Breastfeeding Month, and this year what is particularly meaningful for me, and maybe you as a mother as well, is the focus is on the supporting moms and parents in the workforce who are trying to breastfeed and meet their breastfeeding goals. So as you mentioned, there is recommendations that moms should breastfeed for even up to 2 years, but exclusively breastfeed for 6 months. And although 84% of moms start breastfeeding, it ends up being something pretty terrible, too challenging for them to continue once they go back to work. Only 25% continue breastfeeding.
So I'm glad you bring this up, because I feel like as a first-time mom, you don't exactly know what to expect. You don't know what you're getting yourself into, and you don't know how to have that conversation in the workplace, especially maybe with bosses who don't understand, or the breastfeeding standards kind of are different than they were years and years ago. So how do you have these conversations at work and say, hey, I need time to pump, I need a space to pump?
Yeah, so it's great because the federal government and local legislators have stepped in to do something more, because for too long there was no support for those parents, and there certainly was no legislation that would support them. So the Pump Act helps, but it's really still incumbent on moms and coworkers and employers to support those employees and help them reach those important breastfeeding goals, because it is really in the best interest of an employer to support those moms. You end up with a healthier workforce. You can attract and retain really qualified people. I mean, what's the point of training somebody up, making them a proud part of your company, and then when they become a parent and they're struggling, you abandon them? So I think a lot of it is just an employer not understanding. And if you know your rights under the Pump Act, which is that your employer owes you reasonable accommodations, which is, of course, open to interpretation. I was a lawyer, so I understand that. But if you can help define that for them, let them know what sort of a schedule you might need, and let them know that you just need a private, safe place to meet that goal. Most employers, I think, and I really hope, and you're part of the answer, more information through interviews like this hopefully will make the change. But yeah, we can all do more for breastfeeding parents, and that's why, as silly as it may seem to some people to have a World Breastfeeding Week or a National Breastfeeding Month, it is hugely important. It prevents disease, it keeps us all healthier, and it's in the best interest of employers for sure.
Yeah, and I mean, not to mention the mental load that comes along with thinking that you're not able to provide for your child, not able to nurse them.
Yeah.
As you're supposed to.
Yeah.
So talk a little bit about what you brought in here. This is a hookup to like a regular pump you could probably get through health insurance.
Yep.
That's the first thing I noticed when you walked in.
Yeah. So what's really exciting, and something that I could tell you appreciated, was that this is a bit under the radar. It looks like just a regular water bottle, but and it actually does convert to a water bottle. And Taylor, I just have to say that not only can you store over 24 ounces of breast milk for over 20 hours with just a handful of ice, so no need for a refrigerator when you're traveling. If you're at work and you got icky workspaces, you don't have to worry about that. You can also chill an entire bottle of wine in less than 20 minutes.
Okay, as soon as you're done nursing, it has another point. Yes, okay. I also love that you can just attach a little bottle.
Exactly. So it's a patent. I'm very, very proud of it. But yeah, all of this reconfigures to feed the baby on the go or to double pump.
Awesome.
So you can pump directly into here, pump directly into there, and then continuing to use it because you want to commemorate the journey, right?
Yes. Lisa Myers, founder of Series Chill, thank you so much for coming on. So important.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. Thank you, Taylor.
All right, Brian, we're going to send it over to you.